Let me give you a little perspective. Imagine you're a photographer looking for a story. Finally, you find it. To capture this beautiful story on camera, what would be the first thing you have to think about? If it were me, it would be the camera angle. With this artwork, I'll start by looking at the camera angle and think through things I can observe from that. The first thing that I saw was the subject of the work, or as I like to say, the character of the artwork. Then, the structure, which looks like a temple or a mansion in ancient Eastern Asian design. My focus then shifted to the structure, which in appearance looks like a boat, and what's in it: the sword, the light, or a lamp in ancient Eastern Asian design. And this bird that appears to me to be a crow. Then, based off this, let's see what kind of story there is. The camera angle used first starts at the bottom, to the upper part of the work. And there are a few ideas I can think of about the reasoning behind this, based off the perspective used. The temple, or the mansion, cover most of the work, giving off more of this sense of weight, like it's an important set piece to the artwork. But if so, then what's important about it? Whatever it must be, it might be related to the character. So I'll look at the character to answer this question. The sheer level of contrast between the character and the temple or a mansion is evident, but more on that later. The character or the subject is wearing what appears like a Japanese black kimono with white and red spots. But I might be wrong as well, since I don't have much historical knowledge on the matter. In a boat with a sword, or a katana with a dragon-shaped handle, carrying a lamp, with a crow beside her. The easiest theory I could come up with was that she was going to kill someone maybe stronger than her or more influential than her. I further insist on it because if everything in this artwork was created or painted for the purpose of adding to the story, then I have a few reasons I can think of someone carrying a sword rather than killing or self-protection. And it's one of the easiest things you see, closest to the camera angle here, more like insisting on its importance to the overall artwork. On the other side, there is a crow, or a black bird. If by chance it's a crow, it will mean death because most of the time it's associated with death, and you can see them surrounding the temple or the mansion here. I don't want to get any further with this because in psychoanalysis it can get further than this. But I think I have made my point. The black kimono, at least that's what it appears like to me, might suggest a grim future for the character. The red spots might suggest bloodshed. White maybe might suggest hope. Or it might be me overthinking this whole thing. But this all seems connected to me to form this overarching story. The subject's face isn't shown, but the head leads your gaze directly to this part of the temple or the mansion, here at the window, which appears to be the only part of this building to have this lit light. Since they are put side by side, the character and this window might suggest a connection between the two. These objects put together, they make the overarching story. I am genuinely impressed with the color choices. The temple or the mansion is shrouded in this mist formed by the snow's cold temperature, in which the mist creates the foreground, making the temple fade into the background. This makes the atmosphere cold, making you feel the temperature. The falling snow makes the artwork calmly tense, adding in a sense of mystery to the location, also making the subjects stand out a little bit more. The lamp gives off this warm temperature to the work, giving it some level of contrast between warmth and coldness. When it comes down to the story, there is so much I am uncertain about. For example, I can't say for sure whether this is a temple or a mansion or maybe something else completely. But I think it's more likely that it's a mansion based off the architectural design. and I can't tell whether this is a boat or not. Even if it is, I can't tell whether she's going to this particular place or getting away from it. But based off the perspective used, it's more likely that she's going to this place. As for this katana or sword, I can't tell which of the two it is because I can't see most of it. The location where the story is set is an important aspect of visual storytelling. The character or subject gives it meaning and perspective for the viewer. The perspective or point of view and the colors give this work its emotional appeal, which connects everything within it. And everything else in it better enhances the overall idea. This is the way I've looked at this artwork. I might be wrong, but this is what I've learned by looking at this artwork. You can support this channel by liking and subscribing. See you in another video.